This is Rebecca, the Steampunk Planner. We're back with Melissa and Reimagined by Luna. We're going to dive more into the business and shows. But first, that jacket that was turned into a bag and journal. I had to scour Facebook, but I found it. Where in your leather journey did Reimagined by Luna, the business, come about?
Okay, yeah. So that question actually is going to back us up way before the business. The name came to me first.
Okay.
But I didn't know it was a business name yet.
Ah.
Yeah. So the word reimagined, it goes with the whole recycle, reclaim stuff.
Yes.
But that's not how it came to me.
Okay.
Initially, it came to me after a time where I had gone through multiple years of really hard personal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And things kept happening, and I would get through it, and it's like, just when you get ready to take another breath, more
something else that hits you. Yes.
And I'm just,
the life of an artist.
Well, and I was young. I was maybe 22, 21. Okay. It was pretty early on, and I was, just out of college and trying to figure stuff out, and the word reimagine came to me, and the idea was that I needed to reimagine my life and give myself the option for it to be good and not assume it was always going to be hard and something I had to just survive.
Right.
And it was a pretty foreign concept at the time.
I have no doubt it was a scary door to walk through.
Yeah.
Because I do understand where you're coming through. I've had, and we've discussed a few little times that we've met where I have had a lot of medical journeys. Giving yourself permission to, today's a down day.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to feel guilty about. Today is the day I decide to walk through that door to reimagine my life.
Yeah.
Giving yourself that okay to do so.
Yeah.
Is huge.
Yeah. And that the possibility at some point, if not now, that it could be good and maybe even like enjoyable. Like I could be happy.
Yes. Yes. I've no doubt it probably started off thinking about it in my life. Art became a way of renewing, relaxing, and allowing myself to be me when no one else really was able to see who that was.
Mm. Yeah, it's interesting that you say that because that's what journaling was for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been writing in journals since I was 6.
Wow.
I did not consider myself an artist, and I didn't think that I really did art.
Mm-hmm.
And even in this time period that I'm talking about, I was an English major. I read and I wrote, and that was like my thing.
Okay.
But I didn't create art. That was for other creative people. So this whole thing has kind of took me by surprise. I didn't see any of it coming.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice surprise.
It was. But, you fast forward probably 5 or 6 years, I had learned how to make journals at a class near the college, and they were terrible. I thought I'd never do it again. And then I end up starting a nonprofit with some other women at the college, and it was based on bookmaking.
Okay.
But there were art students in there, and that's mostly what they did. And while I could do it, I did more of the administrative run the business part of it, which was a lot of learning. And then you keep fast forwarding. I'm doing different jobs.
Well, that prepared you, I've no doubt, to be able to run your business.
Yep. More than I didn't. Yeah, the way that I was being set up is really interesting in retrospect. But at the time, I'm just taking on whatever's kind of being put in front of me.
Yes. Yes.
And then directly before I started the business, I actually worked on an organic vegetable farm.
Oh, wow.
I ran a CSA in a farmer's market. So I learned about setting up a booth.
Yes.
And I worked in the fields, and for winter I needed to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, maybe I should try making journals. People like them when I do make them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try selling it on Etsy.
Yes.
And I need a name. Well, Reimagined had been in the back of my mind for years.
Yes.
And I I liked my nickname I gave myself. Luna.
Yeah, definitely.
So, if I would have known it was going to be a business that would actually work, maybe I would have chosen a shorter name, but
no, because the name is what you needed and what it needed to be.
Yeah,
so it's perfect.
It was something to grow into, and I needed it. So that's kind of how all of that ended up coming about.
I completely understand where you're coming from on this. Back in 2019, I had a mini stroke, lost short-term memory. I have a hard time accessing it. And that is when I started journaling, which to my brother and my husband's chagrin, whenever we go to events like Mayfair, the moment I see journals and leather, boom, I'm gone. And I will, which will hang out with you almost the entire time my family's here seeing the show, and your booth's the only booth I've seen. So I can't help it.
Yeah, I remember the first time you came in, the way you lit up, and you walked in like slowly, like taking it in, but your face was just like so excited. I'm like,
yes.
Oh, this is fun.
Yes, this is my Disneyland. Yeah. Let me go shopping. And yeah, my husband walked away with a credit card.
You had to go find him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny.
So since we were just talking about Mayfest and other shows, which we have gone to, we try to go to all of your shows here in Kentucky. Do you have shows coming up right now?
I do, in just a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. It's March 8 and 9.
Really? We're still snowing here and raining. Are you serious?
We've had blizzards that weekend. We had a tornado once that weekend.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the weather could be anything, but you should still come. They'll sell through.
You know I will. So you're not going to see where we're going right now, but it's going to be fun. Don't forget to check out reimaginedonline.com. She has a section for all of her shows, and she may be coming near you.